Hello and welcome to the Katie's Arms. Now, what you'll notice this evening at the Katie's Arms is that the pub landlady has taken the opportunity to elevate her game. So we are drinking bubbles. I mean, it's actually Cromwell from Marks and Spencer's. You'll notice that I have put a brush through my hair. Hi. And what you may or may not be aware, because I don't know, ordinary people probably don't realise, is that I am wearing cashmere. I know. I'm wearing a cashmere knit. I'm drinking bubbles in a glass. There is no sign of a barefoot Merlot. There is no, polyester blouse. And the hair, as you can see, I know. Look at a small earring, even. If this isn't classy, what is? Exactly. Looking fab. Oh, thanks, darling. Yeah, well, what's happened is I'm now polished. I'm going, from this moment forth, I'm going to be polished. My aim is to become an influencer. I've seen all these other women with their, paid promotions. And that's what I'm going for now. That's going to be my new career choice. I don't know if you know, but on my Instagram, I do this all for free. Just purely out of the goodness of my heart. I know. I need pearls. Darling, I'll be getting those later. Oh, nearly had a bit of cerebral palsy set in there, trying to do the wink. My face nearly didn't return to normal. But yeah, I'm going to get hauls from, I don't know, what would be a posh brand. Well, I don't know, but if I knew a posh brand, I would definitely be an influencer for that. You can't. People aren't taking this seriously. I think people should. Just because I used to be known as a fucking Nazi doesn't mean I am one now. And now I've got a touch of lip gloss, a hairbrush, and some cashmere. I'm just, maybe, are you out there? I don't know. Ralph, Lauren, are you? Maybe Reese, but the nice version, not the shit one. Anyway, fuck all that. How are we all? All right. I'm basically just taking the piss out myself because I looked and thought, what on earth have you come as? Here's the scoop. I am in a hotel room, and it's one of those dark ones because it's like trendy. And they gave me this. So therefore, that's our pub night drink. That's why I've got this and not Barefoot Merlot. And I am on the road once more with my trusty suitcase. Hold on, let me get it. I can show you this. Wait a minute. Hold on. So this is my all-time trusty suitcase. This has been with me for the last, 10 years or so. And this is all I ever travel with. So this one suitcase here was all I had for, and anybody that's seen me on the road will know, all I had, so 5 years on the road across America and all of the other places. This is all I have. And this was all I will ever travel with. So I think people that have too much luggage or any luggage in addition to one small suitcase are mental. I think people who pack more than this amount for any amount of holiday are mental. And I think people that carry an enormous amount of luggage are also mental. You don't need any of the shit that you're taking with you. You don't need any of the shit that you've put in your suitcase. And never, ever, ever will I ever allow myself to pack a suitcase as I go. So I'll put shit out, take half of it away, and then pack and make sure that there's loads of room left inside it as well. Because the thing that makes your life so fucking hard when you go away anywhere is you've got too much shit. All of you. I've just watched people now at the airport. I love airports. And I've watched all of them, and every single one, I could go down to them and I could just say, why? Okay, open those suitcases up. I want to see what you've travelled with. Why have you packed that shit? Why have you packed 3 of those? Why have you packed 4 pairs of shoes? You don't need that shit. And if on holiday or wherever you've travelled or for work, you decide you do need it, then buy it. Don't carry this shit around with you. It would make more sense, right, to go into your kitchen and pack up your saucepans in a bag like this and carry those around. I have to say, I'm not that good at drinking bubbles. Good evening, Saltburn by the Sea. Love you and your down to earth. What do you mean down to earth? I think you'll find I am elevated. We have things to talk about, people. Look at my notes. Seriously, we have things. Agree wholeheartedly. I know. Honestly, one day I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring a big one of those, what are they called, dumpy bags, and I'm going to stop people. I'm going to empty that suitcase into this dumpy bag. I'm going to show you the shit you're carrying around. You can look at homeless people in the street with all their plastic bags pushing around a trolley and think, oh, that poor person. You're doing that. And this does apply to women a lot. It's specifically women. You have these massive suitcases. They're bigger than you are. And you expect your husband to go and get them off the baggage carousel. I'm telling you now, if I was someone's husband, I'd leave that shit on the baggage carousel. You don't need it. If that suitcase got lost, you wouldn't miss it. You don't need any of that shit. You don't need to pack it. And your kids don't need more than 2 T-shirts. 1 to wash, 1 to wear. All right? Okay, good. Let's gossip. Enjoy the bubbles. Here we go. Please, can we have a lock-in? Oh, I see. We could do... Do you know what we could do? We could do a long pub night, couldn't we? Where I just... Because they have these streaming people, don't they? Twitch streamers that just go on Twitch or whatever it's called and they just stream away, doing shit or playing FIFA or whatever. We could do a pub lock-in where I just sit in the pub and we chat for a long time, and then we could properly chat too. We should probably do that, actually, in slow time. I wonder how long we could do it for. 4 hours, do you think? Have I heard from Tommy? We need an all-nighter. I always travel with a case that size, but I'm a fat bastard. So 3 pairs of pants and a pair of trousers and it's overloaded. Oh, well, that's okay. As long as you've got something to put on that chunk, you'll be fine. I had something to say about chunkers. I've got so many things. I've got so much gossip and you're not going to like all of it. So, prepare. Shall we talk about the house fires in LA? For absolute clarity and for the avoidance of doubt, despite the fact that this is a comedy pub night, right? Have a drink, girl. Yeah, good plan. Okay, hold on. I quite like this. I mean, I wouldn't want to drink it all the time. So I have nothing but sympathy, right? If you're an ordinary person and your bloody house has burnt down, that's just awful. But to all of the celebrity fuckers, I honestly, and I know you're going to tell me I'm bad and I'm a terrible person and I won't go to heaven and all of that, and that's fine, right? So you're a better person than I am. The celebrity bastards who've lost their house, I don't give a shiny shit. I don't. I think the fires are terrible. Whoever started them is terrible. I think, the whole bullshit climate change is bullshit and terrible. I think Gavin Newsom is a friggin' awful man. He's disgusting and despicable. DEI in the firefighting community is despicable. Not having water in the hydrants is despicable. For ordinary people suffering, it's despicable. But for celebrity mofos, let me tell you straight, I don't care. I've just heard Jamie Lee Curtis say that the Palisades, which I know pretty well, is like being in Gaza. Now, bear in mind, I'm pro-Israel. I don't really care about Gaza because I don't care about Hamas because Hamas are a terrorist organisation and the people who live there voted for Hamas and Hamas treat Palestinians terribly. I'm not even going to go there. But to compare what's happened to you with a fire in your celebrity home in LA to Gaza, you're having a laugh. Like at any level of humanity, you're having a laugh. I just saw Mark, what's he called? Is it Mark Owen, Jason Owen? I don't even know from Take That. His wife, people are being bastards about celebrity. I don't give a shit. Celebrity wankers have been celebrity wankers for too long. You think you're special. You're not. You're an actress or an actor. That doesn't make you special. You're just saying someone else's lines and you're able to put a bit of a sad face on with some good lighting. Fuck. I don't care that your house has burnt down. I heard you saying, we must spare a thought at this time for people who only own one house. Oh, piss off. I don't care about you. I only care about ordinary people. And do you want to know what I actually think about the fires? I definitely think they're deliberate. I definitely think they're deliberate. I think they're every bit as deliberate as the fires in Hawaii. I think they have been... I don't care what you call me. I don't care. Call me a tinfoil hatter. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I couldn't give a single shit what you call me. I know who I am. Hawaii was burnt to the ground so that, in my opinion, the elite can take over Hawaii. The elite don't want ordinary people, people like me, poor people living in Hawaii on the waterfront where they've always had the right to live. They want them burnt to the ground so that Oprah and her weird paedophile gang can take over Hawaii, in my personal opinion. And I believe the same is true about LA. LA is burning down because it's about to become more elite. The elite don't want ordinary people with one house or a job living anywhere near them on lands that they plan to take for themselves. That's what I think about the fires. I'm oh bless you, people saying you agree with me, and that's sweet, but there'll be people on here who are like, she is mental or drunk. I'm neither, but it's okay for me that you want to think that was to excuse me away, just like people excused me away 15 years ago when I tried to talk about the things that are now being talked about today. So I think the fires are deliberate. I believe it's a cleansing act for the elite to take over the areas that they've earmarked. So they've earmarked Hawaii. We already see that happened. They've earmarked LA, have done for decades. They just need to clear out the riffraff. So celebrities can do one with their many houses. And honestly, as a dog person, anybody that left behind their dog, I personally wouldn't allow them to go back to their house. And I'm a farmer and I understand, like, if you have to leave your livestock, whatever, I get it. But if you're a celebrity up in LA and you left your dog behind, that would be it for me as well. Personal opinions, but they are my opinions and I'm certainly not apologising for them anytime soon. Right, you're off on one. Oh, no, I'm not. You're a one-off. How sweet are you? You're a one-off. And thank God. And I was like, you're off on one. I was as well. I totally agree with you. Well, thank you, Arson, 100%. Totally agree. Well, thank you for saying that. But please do know, if you're sat there thinking, you fucking weirdo, I really totally respect that. You know what I mean? I say all the time, I agreement never requested or required. And I mean that with every last inch of my soul. Right, shall we move along? Shall we slag off the women of Labour? Can I say that I'm drinking this, but it's not going down? Look, do you see? Very odd, unlike barefoot. Can I just say, Labour women? I'm hoping anybody here a Labour woman? Yeah, we'll get to Andrew in a moment. So fun. Labour women, I mean, just fuck off. My father says, because he overheard, because my mother was listening to this without her earbuds in. So, mother, if you're listening to this, A, you shouldn't be. B, I swear too much. C, you don't need to be here. D, put your earbuds in. Because if Grandad hears this, you know what he's going to say? He's going to say it's disgusting and I swear too much. And the problem with that, Mumsy, is you. So cut out the middleman, put your earbuds in. Don't let Grandad know that you're listening to this, and also go and watch Monty Don. Right, Labour women. Aren't they disgusting? And I've been thinking about this today on a train journey that lasted much longer than it should because someone killed themselves in front of my train. It's the weekend. I'm guessing they didn't want to go home. Which is, Labour women, here's the thing, don't look like... So when they're putting clothing, they have to wear some clothing, not like this, obviously, because this is cashmere. And you would never catch a Labour woman wearing cashmere. They can only really do Primark polyester, and that's fine. But they look uncomfortable in clothing. And it's not because they're normally naked, it's because they're normally wearing shit stuff like a tracksuit. So if you try and put like Angela Rayner with her ginger growler into clothing that's maybe, got a a tailored seam or is made from actual cloth. She just looks like, she looks like a snake that's been put in like tin foil. Do you know what I mean? She's like, oh shit. She's like, this is so uncomfortable because I'm fucking Angela Rayner, rawr, with my ginger growler, rawr, rawr, and a massive gunt. Can you imagine? Is Angela Rayner a lesbian? I feel like she is. Is she? Go to the bar, you're waffling now. Why don't you go to the bar? Why don't you piss off? Who asked you to be here? Fuck off. Angela Rayner. Is she a lesbian? Don't knock a ginger minge. Well, I've been, I've done ginger, not in a female setting. And I have to say, I don't think I could do it again. But anyway, question to the audience is uncouth Labour woman. They wouldn't have a cashmere, would they? Lesbian. So the question to the audience is, there's nothing wrong with being ginger. No, there isn't. But Angela Rayner and her ginger growler, there is something wrong with that. And I do need to know if she's a sturdy lesbian. But all of Labour women, let's not just pick on Angela. Rachel Reeves, fuck, have you seen her recently? I've got eye bags from hell, as we know, but like her eye bags now, she's like that. Oh my God. I lied about having GCSE maths. I'm so screwed. She's fucked everything. She's lying there in bed at night like, I totally thought I could blag this. Now I don't think I can. Fuck. Everything's so screwed. We're literally nearly at parity with the dollar. Like $1 for $1. If you're American, get your ass over to the UK and buy everything because we are cheap for you. And then Jess Phillips. Oh my God, the walking foreskin. Is she not so... What is it about Labour women that they have to be so, wait, I'm so Labour, I'm so rough. Oh my God, I'm so rough. I clean my fanny with Jif. Lemon Jif, but by the time it's done, my fanny doesn't smell like lemons anymore. Nah, it smells like scampi fries. My name's Jess Phillips. Fucking hell, I'm awful. Because I grew up on a council estate. That's how you know I'm Labour. Fuck. Oh. Anyway. The walking foreskin. I know. Oh, God. Can I say something else? This is aimed entirely at the Spectator magazine, which is full of boys. Oh, blah, blah, Michael Gove, blah, blah, blah. It's all boys, but occasionally they let a random bint in to write something. So now they had Cressida Bonas, who was Harry's ex-girlfriend that Harry probably should have married because she looks pretty nice in a dress and she's not the twat Meghan Markle. But Cressida Bonas wrote the diary this week in the Spectator magazine. Fucking hell, Michael Gove. I mean, seriously, I know you used to be married to Sarah Vine, so your taste in women is pretty much gutter level, if not below. But Cressida Bonas writing a diary, really? Her week makes me look like freaking Elon Musk. I've never seen such boring drivel in all of my life. Okay, good. Right. Do you want to talk about... Starmer looks like he's on suicide watch. Maybe it was him in front of my train at Reading. Okay, we've got to do Alex, we've got to do Tommy. I need to talk about Bikini Bush. Do you want to do Bikini Bush or do you want to do Big Men? I sold that too well for Big Men. Okay, let me do Bikini Bush. So did you know that this week it's all been about the bush in a bikini? So what happened was there was an Etsy ad, my understanding, about somebody, a lady, presumably it was, who had her bush out and was wearing a bikini. So there was a bikini with a full bush coming out either side. And it became a thing, bush in a bikini. I was late to the story because obviously I'm far too busy being, I don't know, important. No, I just missed the story, so I had to catch up. Which meant that earlier today, because of my commitment to the Katie's Arms, I Googled... bush in a bikini. Let me tell you, do not do that. I also went to Twitter and I put in full bush in a bikini. Please tell me, Farage is live. He's got 400 people watching. Fucking hell. And bad breath and bad teeth and a small cock. But we're not talking about that because obviously that's private and personal. And there's no reason I would know that. But he does have a small penis. But that doesn't matter because reform, marvellous, well done. So full bush in a bikini was a woman in a bikini with a full bush. But what I would strongly suggest you don't do is go to Twitter and go full bush in a bikini. I just wanted to see the original Etsy ad. What I saw was some other things. And it's made me feel quite a lot better about my female parts. And as many of you will know, my parts are suffering from gravitational pull. I know people say, it's like ears on a spaniel or whatever, but, it's a lot. It's a lot. People say sometimes that I'm trans or that I look trans or appear trans. And these days, I do have to choose left or right. I have to dress left or right because of the, there's some length involved. Back to story, bush in a bikini. So it was a full bush in a bikini, but by Googling that and putting it on Twitter, some very surprising things happened. So here's the thing that you won't know because you're nice people. Right, I'm beautiful. Well, thank you. But I do see the trans thing. I am very male. So anyway, let me just readjust because actually that's a good example. So what happens is the jeans in this situation ride up the whole lengthy, it's like, oh, golly, it's like two arms and I just have to give them a bit more space. It's like Mr. Tickle down there. Wizard sleeves, exactly. Anyway, I would get it cut off, but I can't be bothered. I haven't got the time. And also, where would they put the drain? So I looked up bush in a bikini and then I found someone saying stop. I'm just making you all feel better, but also it's true. A woman on there, she was a proper chunker-munker, right? So I'm looking up bush in a bikini because of research purposes. So there's lots of bush pictures, but women are taking them. Can I just do this as a demo on this? But obviously, so they're literally, this is not by the way, this is not only, just in case you're just joining us, this is not OnlyFans. I'm demonstrating the pictures I saw on Twitter. They take the picture from here upwards. So the image is from the bush and up. I mean, who thinks I'll do that as a pic? I'm literally like, can we go from top down? Can we get a soft light? You know what I mean? Like, give people a fucking chance. Like when I try and open my iPhone now from here, it's like face not recognised because it honestly, look, it thinks it's just looking at a ball sack. Like I try to buy things on my phone. I can't buy things because it's like, no, we don't know who you are. You look like a walking testicle. You can't purchase anything from June sale. Because, from here, my phone's like, no, I don't know who the fuck you are. You look like a gonad. See, look, did you see that? Anyway, so these women, I'm like, what? Are taking pictures like that. Truly. If I took a picture like that, people would vomit. Okay, that second thing, if you Google bush in a beard or no, whatever it was I said, bikini, there's a woman there. She is I was like, Jesus, God, bird. She had like 1, 2, 3, 4, gun roll, 5, and then this. And then on the back, because she did a back shot, she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 massive rolls. And then her bikini, and no joke, was like just a little tiny, like that. It was like this, but there was all fat all round it. And then this huge bush. And then this tiny bit of material. And guess what she was doing? You'll never guess. She was selling the bikini. She was selling. Oh, hold on, I've got to. Oh, that's really set me off. I know why as well. I'll tell you that. She was selling the bikini. She was selling the bikini for $125 that she had on because it was all sweaty. Oh. And I know why that's triggered me so much, because when I put on all of my weight, when I put on half my weight. So I'm 8 stone. I put on 4 stone in 3 months. I went over to America to meet one of America's fattest women that sells, she does videos of herself eating. So men send her food and then she does video of herself eating, and then men, I guess, spank one out over the thoughts of her eating. And anyway, we got to her shower room because I wanted to see how she washed, because there was a lot, and then there was the stuff on. And so she has to have her guy come and lift up this bit here, and then she's got a brush with a really long handle so that she can brush under the gunt. And I can remember the smell of that room. There we are. Okay, good. So, I know we needed to get to Tommy and to Big Men, because we've only got 4 minutes left, and I promised I'd get somewhere else in by half an hour. So, Tommy is doing great. He's so thrilled. I heard from him a couple of days ago. I am going to go and see him soon, obviously. I'm waiting until everybody else has had time, and he's doing great. He's so thankful. He's made up that he can be heard, and that his voice suddenly is being heard. And he's so noble, because I'm sure every last bit of him wants to say, yeah, where were you? All these people now going, oh, grooming gangs, rape squads, where were you? Now you're talking, where were you? So I'm saying that on his behalf, not on his behalf, but he's so noble, because he's like, isn't this great? I knew I would live to see this. And so he's very uplifted, he's very joyful. And as much as it's terrible and he's losing his connection with his own voice because of solitary, so there'll be some things to sort when he comes out. What an amazing thing to have the focus. So that was Tommy. Then I wanted to say, last thing we do, pray for him. Yes, don't worry, I've got very big plans, and Tommy and I are working on something really, really great, which you're going to love. So the other important thing is Big Men. Isn't it fun that now there's all of this attention on our country and what's going on? Now that it's kind of, the roof is being blown off thanks to Elon. So you've got Zuckerberg on Joe Rogan saying Biden told me to crush any anti-vaccine shit. Everybody, it seems like a volcano, and suddenly the truth can issue forth, right? And then in the UK, you've got Ant Middleton from SAS Who Dares. I would fucking dare. Yes, I would. I say, Ant Middleton may be trying to be mayor of London for reform. I don't care, as long as he wears tight trousers. Maybe a sort of combat-esque top. Maybe just shout at me a little bit, or punish me for no apparent reason, or just make me run up something while he watches. I don't know, also be London mayor, and well done, and isn't that marvellous? But also, could you just be sort of oily? Maybe just wear some sort of utility belt and a pair of boots. Not that I've got a thing about military men or anything. So we've got Ant Middleton. How exciting. And then you've got Tate Boy coming in going, I'm going to have the bruv party. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm coming in a Gucci loafer. I love it. I love it. This is the age of the swinging cock. The boys are out swinging their knobs around like lassos around their heads. And I'm here. Just a little heifer in a field waiting to be lassoed. Guess what's happened, guys? Our half hour went. Can I just point out that that's all I drank, which is really poor by my standards. I do love all of you. Swinging what? Well, see, look, hold on. My labia have got the better of my genes. Labii, I don't know. So the idea was like, you're swinging your cock like a lasso. So you're lassoing like this. So Ant Middleton will ride into London, swinging his mighty schlong around his head, and then lasso me like a poor, vulnerable heifer in the field and drag me back. by one ankle into his cowboy lair where he'll do terrible things to me. No, let's not take that any further just then. So that was it. In summary, yes, in summary, I think we made some important points. I think we made them well, and I feel good about the Katie's Arms. Love you guys. Thank you for all you do for me. We are now 10,000 people away from 1 million followers here on Instagram, and I thank you for your tolerance of me. I thank you for your support, whether you agree with me or not. I thank you for turning up, turning out, your comments for each other, for showing other people they're not on their own. And thank you for making other people feel like they belong. You know, just before I go, I heard a gentleman today talk about he's running warm shelters where people can go to be warm if they can't afford to heat their homes, which I think is just the loveliest thing. I would love to be involved somehow. And he said, you know what it is people come here to be warm and they stay because they feel like they belong. And that to me that is exactly how I feel about all of you. We come to feel warmer, you know, maybe have a laugh or laugh at me and my nonsense, but we stay because we feel like we belong. And there was just something about that. I must try and track that guy down. And if I can help at any warm centres or, I don't know, help fund one or something, I would gladly do that. So thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend. Do remember, darlings, to go out there if you can. Try and get the blood moving to get warm, and, you know, try and really enjoy yourself because you really deserve it. And I promise you this, I felt it for 4 years now. We are going to win, and we are starting to win, and things are going to change. All you have to do is keep breathing, keep hanging in there another day, and there are good times ahead, I promise you. So on that note, from me, here at the Katie's Arms, cheers. I'm just going off in my cashmere, you know, just to be impressive somewhere. Okay, night night.